The season's been over for 2 days. 2 days and already all kinds of macello. Why? Because Maldini, Massara out of Milan. What will happen with the Calciomercato? Loftus-Cheek, Arnautovic, targets that Milan and Maldini wanted. Maldini not there anymore. Those targets are gone. Apparently only Kamada is staying. Real Madrid announced a big colpo di mercato today. Of course, the departure of Benzema. Will their replacement? Who's the first candidate on the list? There's a big name. Benzema joining Ronaldo in Saudi Arabia. Of course, Roma very active. Napoli, Juventus, all kinds of rumors, all kinds of targets. And we're going to talk about everything, guys. Before we start, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as usual. And let's start right away with the big colpo di mercato so far today. Guys, Bellingham is set to join Real Madrid from Borussia Dortmund. A total amount of 120 million euros. That is a lot of money for a young kid. That shows a lot of promise. That's very talented. And I got to be honest, next to Camavinga and Tchouaméni, guys, Real Madrid will have a midfield for the next 15 years. Honestly, they're replacing Kroos, Modric, name them, Camavinga, Tchouaméni, and Bellingham. Great stuff. Will he perform as well for Real Madrid as he did for Borussia Dortmund? It remains to be seen. Real Madrid very active as well for the striker. Of course, we know Benzema joining Ronaldo in Saudi Arabia, not on the same team, in the same league. Lots of money thrown at him. He couldn't say no. And so the big target up front would be Harry Kane from Tottenham. Now, they're saying for less than 110 million euros, he's not going nowhere. Could Real Madrid spend another 100 million on somebody else? Very possible. We'll see what happens, guys. But it's been a very active first part of the Calciomercato for Real Madrid. Obviously, Bellingham, they already had a deal in place with the player. It just had to define the amount with Borussia Dortmund. It is done. Messi, guys, Messi, the big rumor, was he going to go to Saudi Arabia as well? Was he going to go back to Barcelona? That's what he wanted. But apparently today, the big news is that he's joining l'Inter. No, not i cugini, nerazzurri. L'Inter di Miami in the MLS, guys. Apparently he has an agreement in place, in principle. Will it go through? We'll see. But that would be a big, big colpo, not only for Miami, but also for the MLS, guys. Big, big colpo. Bigger than Ibra, bigger than Nesta, bigger than name them. Messi to the MLS. Big, guys. Besides that, Roma. Roma is very, very active. Why? Because they signed Awar a few weeks ago. Apparently, they're very close to signing a second free agent, Ndika. We talked about it before, and now it seems like it's almost done. They have to replace Abrahams as well. 2 names on the list. Scamacca from West Ham, who could be leaving on a loan. And, of course, Enzola, who's had a tremendous season with Spezia. It could be the right fit for them. Plus, they're competing with Juventus for Fratesi. Fratesi, guys, a player that is looked at by a lot of teams. Inter, Roma, Juve. But Roma and Juve already talking to Sassuolo. We know Sassuolo, Juve, buddies. Could it happen? We'll see what happens there. Juventus have to watch out. They're about to lose Rabiot. They lost Di Maria. They have to figure things out as well. Who will be the next Direttore Sportivo? They're saying that Manà is going to stay, not Giuntoli. So that will change as well the objectives. We'll see what happens for Juve, guys, but it's going to be an interesting summer for all the Italian teams. Lazio are working or trying desperately one last time to extend Milinkovic-Savic's contract. He ends in 2024. Either they sign him or they have to sell him this transfer market. Inter, Juve, Milan previously, before Maldini's departure, we're looking at him. We'll see what happens there. Lazio very interested in Berardi as well for the right-hand side. I think he would be a great colpo di mercato for the Champions League next season. But it all remains to be seen. Especially, they need somebody to be a Vice Immobile and somebody to replace Milinkovic-Savic if he leaves. Atalanta, primo colpo di mercato. They signed a free transfer Adopo from Torino. Interesting move. I like it. Could be very interesting off the bench, guys. We'll see where he goes with that. We talked about Benzema joining Al-Ittihad, Saudi Arabian team. Will be playing against Ronaldo next season. And then, of course, the big rumor for Napoli is that Manchester United will be paying the release clause for Kim. 60 million euros, that is a lot of money as well. They didn't pay him as much last year, so una pulsa valenza incredible for Napoli, but he was one of the major players of this year's Scudetto. So we'll see what happens. They still need to figure out some stuff as well. The coach, Giuntoli, is he staying? Is he leaving? That will change the market as well. Very, 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 very incredible beginning to this Calciomercato season, guys. Let me know what you think. Write in the comments, like and subscribe. Like I said, big ones for today. Bellingham, maybe Kane. Roma close to signing Ndika. Of course, yesterday, Benzema. And Messi probably joining MLS. Have a great soccer day, guys.